saliva of the same patient. That's an interesting thought. Presence of salts. Milk, in addition to normal salts, contains substances of various other principles which make it a complete and irreplaceable food for the proper growth of the baby. So it will be arbitrary to attribute the action of milk to any particular salt, for example natramure, which happens to form the main ingredient of the drug. So you see again the similarity of natramure with Lac Defloratum because of the presence of salinity or salt in milk. In natramure we find the mental depression and weeping, the thirst for large quantities and often, the periodical headaches increasing and decreasing with the sun, the obstinate constipation and fissure pain of natramure, and so of other salts. So you see a lot of these themes are present in Lac Defloratum. Milk toxicity. Many patients complain of inability to use milk in any form, but an idiosyncrasy which has followed them from infancy. Many are unable to bear the sight or even odor of milk. This is where Lac Defloratum can come very useful. Some of the vegans would consider it, because they seem to have this kind of course it's a healthy way of living, but I'm sure that need for that healthy way of living is also coming from this fear of what milk can create. So with milk toxicity, of course, you talk about lactic acid, because it's again another remedy used for similar kinds of themes of like Lac Defloratum. But as I always remember, the acid themes of exhaustion and prostration, because it's an acid, you get a lot of cramps, like how we get if we suddenly exercise or go to the gym after a big break, and because of lactic acid secretion, you start cramping up. This is a very prominent aspect in lactic acid. But in all acids, there is an exhaustion out of some need, and the need to stay the eternal child and not grow up to be an adult is what is the exhausting factor in lactic acid. That is why it becomes a big remedy for PCOD, diabetes in young girls, hormonal disturbances. It's almost as if the physical body has grown, but the mental dwarfishness, where the child still wants to be with its dolls or what one would normally associate with a younger girl, with a refusal to grow up. Yeah, this is exactly it. Every change in life to more independence and responsibility is a possible problem. So, every stage, now college, now job, that is the theme of lactic acid. Tendency for muscle aches and cramps with least activity. And then of course some rubrics for Lac Defloratum, this feeling as if there is wetness in the body. What I found very characteristic is rooms being shut. That's why, there was one woman who couldn't travel to meet her son who had moved to the US many years ago, and he couldn't come because of job insecurity, and he'd keep calling her, and she said, no way, the moment that thing shuts I will die. But with the remedy she overcame all that and she could even travel. It's a motion sickness remedy. Common themes of lax: strong responsibility, group feeling, nurturing, abuse, burdened, suppressed violence, circles. I had done this once as a presentation as lac, but I didn't realize there's so much more to the case of impetigo than, I didn't mean to burden you with so much,